I just thought about this, like how I'm gonna interview and talk and play at the same time.
Exactly, bro. It's like it's a
It
lot
worked.
going
It
on,
worked.
bro.
So I'm gonna say right now, welcome to my indie blueprint. You feel me?
Okay.
I'm here with the homie J. Rain,
Yeah.
and we live at Live Hip Hop Daily. So shout out to Live Hip Hop Daily for
Sure.
opening up the doors for us. You know what I'm saying? And we even got like an audience back here. They chilling in the cut. They trying
Cool.
to. And look at me,
Party foul. It's all
goofy.
good. Party foul.
It happens at times, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so we'll start with this right here, bro. Nigga, where has J Dot been? What you been working on?
Man, I feel like everybody been asking me that, but man, I just been, enjoying life, living life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I took some time off from making music back in 2023 and started working on Aux House, which is a platform that I've been building with my partner JL and my dog Kadai.9, and we did that for the whole 2023, and I just kind of took a break from making music just to live a regular life and not focus so much on the music, dog. I feel like for a bunch of my life I just really been so invested in making music, and I ain't just been living. So
man, no, I get that, bro, because
yeah.
so like the reality, right? Because we talk about, oh, you just stole that on me, and then coming up here doing something spectacular, okay. But like, we talk about the realistic view of like music, right, and being like an indie artist, dog. It takes a lot, and people don't, they don't want to talk about that, but it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot out of you. You know what I'm saying? And so for you to take a break just to focus and kind of reset, congratulations to that, because a lot of people, that ain't gonna be their first step. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people gonna think of everything in the world to do except for take time to reset.
Right.
And so part of that reset, you say you had got Aux House going, right? So like, tell us about that. What exactly is Aux House?
Man, so I've been going back and forth with JL. We just really been trying to figure out, like, we were like, man, damn, we need like a catchphrase or something to kind of reel people in. And like, after all this time, we really just called it like, it's like an incubator for artists, bro. Like for indie artists, we trying to, turn people up. Like we using our expertise and we sharing it with each other. People come in, they play their music. We give our feedback. I invite my, people that I've connected with over the years. Like, yo, y'all come out and check these artists out. Because at the end of the day, I'm a fan of music. You know what I'm saying? So even if I'm not making music, I'm tuned in. I'm like connecting with people because I just love music. So, I enjoy like helping artists. You know what I'm saying? Building artists. I enjoy that. So that's pretty much what Aux House is and what it's gonna be. Like we working on, bigger shit, like even maybe one day even putting out an album or some shit like that. Like really just taking this shit to the next level. I could even see it being like a record label or some shit like that. So we taking it as far as it can go, bro. Like my goal was always to be successful in music. It wasn't necessarily to be just like the biggest artist. I just wanted to be successful in the music industry, period.
See, man, I like the way you're thinking, bro, because for one, I think it takes being honest with yourself.
Gotta be.
You know what I'm saying? To admit that, because like you don't hear a lot of people say stuff like that where they say like, man, look, bro, I don't want to have to work a regular job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like what it really boils down to is like, bro, I want to control my own destiny. Right. I want to be able to go and do my own thing. And so when you create something like you created, I hear the passion in your voice. You know what I'm saying? And I know you. For some years, I always tell this story every time I ever interview you, bro. I'm always gonna tell the story of the first time I heard your music, and it was just like, who is this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who is this dude with this Atlanta Braves jersey on at the department store rocking it? You know what I'm saying?
You tell the story the same way every time.
No, bro,
because
I'm saying, dog, like, man, it was like a real thing for me, bro, because like I saw it, and at the time, I like to say like, oh, I had a good idea of who was on the indie circuit in the city. And that was my first time hearing you, but it was just like, bro, the poise that you had on that stage, it felt like you had been there before. It didn't feel like you was no new act. You know what I mean? It felt more like, man, this somebody he knows where you want to be. Oh, that's crazy. He knows who you want to be. Like, the vibe, what you got going on, everything was like there and sorted out already.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit, bro. Yeah. Like when I was like doing those shows at department store, bro, I was still staying in Alabama, right? So I would come over, like I was still in school at the time. I was going to school at Alabama A&M University.
Right.
And like shit, I would get out of school and come to Atlanta. I always wanted to be there. I used to be like watching like all this shit going on with the new Atlanta scene.
Right,
you know,
right,
from
right.
school. I'm like, damn, I gotta go out there. But I was always nervous. I'm like, man, when I go out there, I gotta be about my shit.
Right, right,
So
right.
that was really what that was. Like I used to be nervous, but it was like I was at the point where it's like, yo, you gotta show up and show out. Every time you in
Right.
Atlanta, every time you on the Edgewood stage, bro, you gotta go in and do your thing, bro, because you never know who in the building. You feel me?
Exactly. So I remember shortly after that, you know, you look at that. Come on, man. Don't. I was about to say, bro, that better not fall. So, you know, I remember shortly after that, the next time I kind of really saw you, it was on the scene with Cool Club.
Right.
And with Scotty ATL.
Right.
And so I saw the movement and everything, like, oh, come on, bro. I saw the movement and I saw everything kind of going in motion for you. And, you know, some time went by and I know we did like shows at the music room. You know, you had a lot of things going. And then I noticed that you guys were not together anymore. And I don't think we've ever had like a real conversation about like why things didn't work out or, you know, why you decided to move on from that situation. Is that something that you want to talk about or you want to?
I mean, I feel like it's important to, you know, for people to know, like,
Yeah.
I feel like with music and like artists, I think the new thing is like people fall in love with who artists are
Right.
over the music. So I feel like it's important for people to know about me if they're gonna fuck with my music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I mean, I don't care.
So, you know, kind of walk us through like, you know, that journey of being on Cool Club and Slick being like one of the first mainstays. Like, I mean, for me, it's always you, Kissy Lee. Like,
Sure.
if you ever talk to me about Cool Club, outside of Scotty, of course, those are that's the trifecta. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So tell me about like those times and you know, kind of walk us through, you know,
Okay.
what happened or whatnot.
All right, so again, so when I was coming back and forth to Atlanta, I was still, you know, I was still staying in Huntsville, and you know, I was just really wanted to be on the scene. So
Right.
I was tuned into everything that was going on, all the artists that was popping, and one of the artists that I really like connected with was Scotty. So like, you know, I was keeping up with him, you know, via the blogs,
Right.
Dirty Glove Bastards and shit like that, the complexes and shit like that. And I think bro was getting ready to have a tour, and he ended up coming through Alabama, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to his show. So I drove down I drove down to Birmingham, and it was him, the Coolest Mac. It was a couple
Oh,
people.
yeah,
You
shout out
feel
to
me?
Coolest Mac.
Like
Yeah.
it was a couple people on stage, and I was just like, damn, bro, I fuck with y'all the vibe, bro. Like he really like. I relate, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Real country shit, Alabama, you know,
Exactly.
Atlanta, it made sense. So, shit, after he got off stage, I'm like, yo, I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, you know, fuck with me, bro. Like, I got the music I'm working on, woo woo. And he like, all right, you know, hey, you know, holler my manager, you know, so I'm trying to get out of here. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think nothing of it. I find his manager. I find Mike. I say, hey, yo, bro, I'm trying to fuck around, man. Like, what I need to do? He was like, I'm gonna take your number down. So niggas take my number down. Nothing really comes of it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm still doing my thing. I'm still keeping up with what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? I end up connecting with this producer from Mississippi, this producer from Mississippi, his name was John Quest. And John Quest was working on a project, and he ended up, I'm tripping. Oh,
Yeah, you on fire, bro.
oh shit!
John Quest.
John Quest was working on a project, and he ended up asking me. He was like, "Yo, jump on this beat." So I jump on the beat, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna get somebody to get on the beat with you." But he never said who it was. Come to find out, it was Scotty.
Dang.
So, like this whole time, I'm trying to fuck with Scotty. I'm trying to like connect with bro, and you know, it's funny how we connected. You know, through somebody else. I get on the song, shit turn up. You know, Scotty reach out. He like, "Yo, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to meet up with you when the next time you can come to Atlanta." So come out to Atlanta. He take me to the east side, like connect me with everybody. I'm meeting Mike Mars, Barry, like his whole team.
Right.
And you know, shit lit. Like so I start coming back, you know, more and more often. Like playing. I'm going to the studio with him. You know what I'm saying? We hanging out, woo woo. He, you know, connected me with people to Schweinbeck's, to, you know, people like that. And it was cool, bro. Like I ended up doing a little situation with him. He was releasing the music. Shit was cool, bro. I can't even lie. Like, it was a lot of good, but then it was a lot of like, moments where I probably, what I'm saying, not even I probably, it's moments where I felt like I deserve more. Everybody as an artist, they feel like they deserve
absolutely,
more.
absolutely.
And I honestly look at it like my man he was trying to, get his shit out too, because you got to think about it. This is when Scotty is at the height of his career.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And like he on the radio, we traveling, we doing all type of shit. And he got me right there with him. I'm never gonna discredit him from for that. Like you know what I'm saying? He had me outside. I mean, this is how I like made the most of my connections, you know what I'm saying? So I'm never gonna discredit him for that. But it just came a time where nigga just feel like he deserved more, and it's not too much that bro can give when he trying to get himself.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
like that's just kind of how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot of good shit together. I had a lot of memories, but you know what I'm saying? When you grow, you just kind of like find your way, and sometimes it don't align with what other people got going on, and
absolutely
that's fine. So.
I was not trying to get that team, by the way. He beat me in this first game. I just want to go on record and say that.
Hey, it's all good.
But, going back what you said, bro, I think it's important for people to understand that, because especially when you're on them early stages of your career, it's so easy for people to think that it got to go a certain way. But the reality is y'all both was building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all both were building. And, you make the best out of every situation, and which I definitely believe you did. Moving on from Cool Club, I want to talk about a moment that oh, come on, bro. That is so trash. So, a moment that I remember. So, this is all around the same time. You're building, got everything going on. And, bro, I just remember seeing you on stage. And this was like, I forgot what show this was on, but like, bro, it was like you, Cool as Mac, I feel like was there.
I
Quinn
remember
Miller, all of that.
Yeah, so this was like 2016. We was in Brooklyn. It was the Title Festival.
Oh, that's what it was.
And it was this was around time. This is like right after like the Drake and Meek
Mill.
That's when that started popping. My boy QM. He was backstage with Hit Boy, ASAP, Ferg, all them niggas, and shit. We just man, country ass.
Right.
Hey, I bet y'all nigga wanna run on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We ran out there. We drunk. Like we ain't from here, so we just having a good time. So. And I think I remember you tweeting about it. Did I just see J-Dot on stage?
Bro, like it was like a moment, bro, because like that was, now that you say I remember now, Tidal, that concert, it was just a big thing, bro. Like they were launching Tidal, all these things were happening out there, were rolling things kind of fast.
It was the first year, so the shit was just dumb, bro.
I was just like, bro, J-Dot don't, like, what's going on?
That same night I met Hov, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Tell me about that experience.
Man, so like I'm a big Hov fan. Like everybody that know me know I love Jay-Z.
Right.
And like when I found out that we was going, you know what I'm saying? Of course I know like he's gonna perform. So I had already made up my mind before I even bought my flight. It's like, yo, I'm meeting Jay-Z. So like shit, I know he going last. I pretty much know his set. I done been to a few of his shows, so I know what the last song's gonna be. So I'm standing right by the stage, like, when he performing encore, and I'm like, I know this nigga finna come down stage. So he come down, and everything cool. He dapping everybody up. They talking about how the show was going, and he was talking about what shit, what he could have did better. And then I yelled out, well, you could have did woo woo woo. And he looked over at me and started laughing. And then I walked over and just was like, yo, man, I'm a big fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I went to pull out I was like, yo, can we take a picture? He's like, yeah, come on. Went to pull out my phone. My phone died like in my hand, bro.
Oh my God.
My phone died in my hand, bro. So I told him, I said, yo, I see you again. So if you out there, bro, like, if you get this clip, bro, look, holla at me, bro.
That's crazy, bro. Oh, we made a mistake and went out. That's crazy, man. Like, but those moments, you got a story tied to it forever. You know what I'm saying? Even though you didn't get the picture, like I know you were there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And for me, to me, that felt like a moment, bro, because we know how it is in Atlanta. I still remember the day that I saw Jid and Earth Gang for the first time.
Okay.
Right, like, so it was at a Scotty ATL show. This was like at Drunken Unicorn back in the day.
Oh my God, I remember them.
Man, and like I'm seeing them on stage performing. I'm like, man, okay, they cool, they dope. And you just see the natural progression. Like you see people elevate from where they were and start going somewhere else. And I just think it's important, man, that like we gotta remember those moments, man, like our journey,
Right.
and not try to like skip the line of your journey or whatnot. So I want to kind of, fast forward a little bit now, where we get into where where you are. You've progressed. You're on your own at this point, and you're building as J. Rain, right? And then we get this record, which is the record. And I hope you ain't stopped promoting this record, because this record is crazy. Step.
Okay.
This is like a real moment, bro. Like, and what I love about the moment the most is it's probably the most organic moment possible.
Yeah.
Like, this is a record that I don't know the story behind the record, so we can get into the story behind the record. But from my vantage point, it just felt like, bro, I am at the crib creating, and I got one. And I immediately go to the internet, and they reciprocate that I got one. So tell me about it.
That's pretty much it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I recorded at the crib, you know what I'm saying? Just one day, fucking around, honestly. And I put it out on the Forecast, which was like an EP with like two other records. And I just let it do its thing. And the cool thing about Step is it's like an evergreen record, bro. Like, it can go forever. It doesn't really have like a shelf life.
Yeah, it's a real hit. It's a real hit record, bro.
So that's just what it is. It's like, and anytime a new person hears it, they fall in love with it. So, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy that part about it. So, it's been a lot of cool things that have transpired because of it. You know what I'm saying? Talks about getting it on like video games.
Right.
49ers fucking with me. You know what I'm
saw
saying?
that. That was crazy.
Adidas ad. Like, so
crazy.
It's been a lot of cool things, man. I'm really grateful for it, and I hope it continues to, you know what I'm saying, get sync placements and get in playoffs. Absolutely. Commercials, all that type of shit, bro.
Absolutely. So, like, also, let's be clear, like, bro, you Greek, you know what I'm saying? You're a Kappa. And so you created a record that will forever live in every Greek organization, bro. Like, that, to me, that's just one small step. I ain't even trying to do that, but that worked out how I did that. I wasn't even trying to do that. But, like, you know what I'm saying? To create something like that, have the fraternity approach you with like trying to work with that?
Yeah, I mean, people ask to use the record all the time. I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck. Use it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make this motherfucker big as it need to be.
Exactly.
So, people hit me up. I done had some of my line brothers ask to use it for like videos and shit, So
that's dope. That's
dope. With all that.
All right, so we up here now. It's 2024, bro. And like you talked about Ox House and the natural growth of that. And I want to talk about it because I saw it, and I didn't get the story behind it, but I know you're working with ATL Top 20, and something, I don't know what happened. You can kind of give us the information. We gotta, okay, there we go. So like, I know y'all had an event set up at, what was it, Stankonia or something like that?
It was set up for Stankonia.
Yeah, and so kind of walk us through like what happened there and.
All right, so we've been working on this Ox House shit for like over a year now, and we wanted to celebrate, the artists. So we actually reached out to Stankonia to book the building because we wanted to have a concert. Yeah. Ox House Live. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to, do it up real nice. We wanted to make it, a celebration for the artists and everything that we've been working on for the past year. So we booked the studio out, everything love, you know what I'm saying? I'm reaching out to people because I want to make it as big as it can possibly be, because we want the whole city of Atlanta to know, like, yo, this is the platform everybody need to be tapped in with. This is who y'all need to be rocking with. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm reaching out to all my industry friends. I'm reaching out to all my homies, and one of them happens to be ATL Top 20 Bishop. So I asked him, I'm like, yo, can you I want you to have a set. I want you to, like, ATL Top 20 and friends, because we know a lot of people, Right. So it's like, yo, we want to bring out the star power. Of course, we want to celebrate these indie artists, but shit, let's bring out some, some artists, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, anything for you, bro. He, I give him a flyer just like I give everybody else a flyer. All the artists had the same flyer. Everything looks the same. But the minute Bishop puts up his flyer, it becomes an issue. And it becomes an issue because of, issues that, he have with other platforms that
Gotcha.
use the same building without saying too much. You
I
know
got
what I'm saying?
I got
We know Coalition
Yeah,
DJ.
yeah,
So
I got
so bruh, just they didn't want us to have the event there. You know what I'm saying? So it went from that to they felt like it was his event.
Yeah,
It was never his event. You know what I'm saying? If you looked at the flyers, you could see that it was never his event. But because he posted it, and it went crazy. So it was a lot of shit that went on behind that. I just feel like niggas be holding nuts, bro, like for no reason.
For no reason.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was an opportunity for them to spotlight something new and pass the torch down. And instead of like doing that, they like
tried to shut it down.
Tried to shut it down because of some hate. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really fuck with it. I know a lot of the artists that I was that were planning on performing didn't really fuck with it either. It's an opportunity for us to build and grow, and I think they just were a bit selfish.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unfortunately, things like that happen in the industry, but you were still able to pivot and
ended up doing it.
Yeah.
Still
end up doing it and making a big event. So like, what's next for J Dot, man? We talk about Ox House and the music you got hit record just like sitting in the vault.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Waiting for the world to catch on.
Right.
Like, so what's next for you, bro? Like, what's the next step?
Well, next week, whenever this airs, it'll probably out. But next week I'm dropping a new single called Saran. And I'm just finna just get back into dropping music. Like I said, I took a year off, just helping other artists. So I want to get back out there and start shaking the table again. And couple singles. I got some shit in the tuck I'm doing with Hollywood Cole.
Dope.
Me and JL working on some shit. Maybe an Ox House album. .9 on the way. Like I'm just trying to have my hand in everything because it's like I want to show my full talent and what I'm capable of. It's not just music too. It's everything. I'm just full blown creative mode right now.
Okay, I got you. I mean, that's a part of the game, bro. Like now, everybody creating content.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Remember when you can just go to the studio and make a song and then put it out and then like you might pop?
That's simply not enough anymore.
It's not enough, bro. It's not enough. Like almost to the point to where music is like second or third. You know what I'm saying? Like they got to know the personality, they got to know the face, all of these different things before they even press play on the music.
That's why I was like, yo, let's get in front of the camera. Let's talk, bro.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm always down for it. I don't even know now. This might be the 4th or 5th time we've done this.
I feel I'm comfortable talking to you, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that you find those moments. Oh yeah, I did the same thing. You find those moments to talk to people that, number one, know your start, know who you are, but also kind of have an idea of where you're going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like just try to build from that, bro. Like that's always the goal. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. So go real back, and then we can kind of wrap up with this. But like going back, the journey, right? You said Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, I'm from Tuscaloosa,
Tuscaloosa. Okay.
But Huntsville is home too.
Gotcha. So I want to know about growing up in Alabama, and I mean, from my vantage point, somebody that grew up in Georgia, grew up in Macon, but who did you have to look at to say like, oh, I can do that too? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm assuming, I don't know, but I don't know a lot of people that rap from Alabama and that made it to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Like who did you look at?
We got real deal stars came from Alabama. You know what I'm saying?
Like give me some examples.
We could start with like Rich Boy.
Rich Boy for sure.
We could go Doe B.
Okay.
We could go Mr. Big.
Mr. Big for sure. Yeah,
we could go Dirty the Pimp and the Gangster.
There we go. Now we naming them.
You know what I'm saying? These are my Alabama Mount Rushmore.
Gotcha,
you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But you know what I'm saying? We got niggas like when I was in Huntsville, I had the opportunity to intern for the number 5 or number 4 indie record label, according to Billboard.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was out of Alabama. It was a duo by the name of G-Side.
Okay.
And that was how I really learned about the independent hustle. For real. You know what I'm saying? They gave me hella opportunities, and in exchange for me working for them, I got free studio time, and I got like free game, and like niggas took me on the road with them. Like I was a roadie. Like nigga went to Pitchfork Festival. I was carrying bags, taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? But I was I was there. I was getting what I needed to, be able to do what I do today. You feel me?
Man, bro, you said something, intern. Use terms intern,
Yeah.
roadie. Like, those terms are not used as much as they used to be used, bro, especially in the music industry, bro. Like, it kind of took me back to a point. I used to intern at DTP at one point in time.
It's hard.
And, I just remember what the day-to-day looked like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, a win was, hey, man, y'all go back there and look through them records and pick something out and take it home with you. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
But it was that journey of, like, literally putting in all the work possible, bro, to make it happen.
Right.
And I think, not saying that that's missing, but I think that it's not as appreciated as it once was.
Nigga, I got stories, bro. Like, I got real deal stories.
Yeah.
I went to, while I was in school, I had some interviews that I had set up with niggas in New York City.
Yeah.
I would get out of class and drive to New York, bro. No lie. Shout out Jay Dirt, bro. Did my first interview, Baller's Eve. I drove to New York. We got out of school, nigga. We got in the car, left, went up there. Nigga shot a video, all type of shit.
Driving to New York, bro, to pursue something is like,
bro, I got stories, fool. I got real stories.
Madness. So look, I want to wrap up with this, bro. What is if like we were leaving today, right? There's somebody entry point. This is their first time getting to know J. Rain. What would you say the one thing that you want to leave with that person?
One thing I want to leave with them?
What do you want to leave with them? Like, what if this is their only time hearing from J. Rain? What do you want them to know about J. Rain?
Everything you need to be successful is within you. Straight up.
That's a bar.
Everything you need, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got two. If you blessed with 2 hands, 2 feet,
right?
You know what I'm saying? A sound mind is within you, and even if it ain't, like, you know what I'm saying? If you put forth the effort and the work, it's gonna happen for you. I promise. Like,
yeah,
for real.
No, that's real, bro. So tell the people how can they connect with you. All the socials, all of that good stuff.
Yeah, you can follow me at JAYDOTRAIN on all socials. Follow the Ox House on Instagram, the.oxhouse. Saran out now, whenever this air. Saran out now. Hey, man, I got a lot of new music on the way, man. YouTube, all that, man. Y'all lock in with me because it's about to go down. For real.
For sure. Well, look, bro. As always, I appreciate you.
And I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for real, man, for real. This all been Last Name Good, and this is my indie blueprint, bro. We'll see y'all on the next go round.